Inventory vouchers. So inventory vouchers is very useful feature in Tally ERP. So ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning. So in ERP we have many modules, different kind of modules available. Example, we have accounting module, we have inventory module, and we have human resource module, and we have in tax module. There are different module available. Each module is interrelated. So inventory is one of the core module in Tally ERP. So it was introduced in 6.3. So in inventory, so we have some advanced features available. So today I am going to show you how do you manage the purchase. So let me introduce the number of inventory vouchers available in Tally. So when you open Tally, you can see the purchase order, sales order, receipt note, delivery note. These all the four of them are inventory vouchers. Purchase, sales, payment and receipt. The last four are accounting vouchers. So sometimes we may use Tally ERP only for accounting, or you can integrate the inventories also. So when you integrate the inventory, what is the advantages? We need not to have separate application for managing your entire inventory process. Inventory process is a very big ocean. So it starts from the supplier and end with the customer. So in between we have too many layers involved in inventory process. So generally in management side we can say we call it as supply chain management. So what is it, supply chain management? It starts from the supplier and end with the consumer or customer. So in between we have too many layers. So we have upstream segment, downstream segment and internal. So Tally ERP covers all the area of this. So it starts from the purchase order. So purchase order is the first starting point in Tally ERP. We can use this purchase order for only this references. So it is not purely inventory voucher type, but it will use as a inventory voucher type. So purchase order where you can place an order. So before you buy anything from the supplier, you can place an order, but it will not reflected your inventory positions. It will not reflected your accounting ledgers also. So it's like a reservation. You can reserve the product. This purchase order is not a purely inventory voucher. The another one, sales order. This is you received from the customer. The order that you receive from the customer, we can say sales order. And what is this receipt note? So receipt note is when you receive this material from the supplier, so you can use the receipt note. So receipt note we can use only for the when you received the material from the supplier. And what is delivery note? When you deliver the material to the customer, when you return some item to the customer, we can use delivery note. So the receipt note, delivery note only based on these two voucher type, purchase order and sales order. So we should match with the purchase order and we should match with the sales order. So after you receive the item, next we go for accounting side. We have to account it this. We can make a purchase voucher, and when you deliver the item, we should make the sales voucher. So once you made a purchase voucher and sales voucher, that will affect your accounting side, and receipt note, delivery note, that will affect your inventory side. And how do we complete these transactions? You complete this transaction by making a payment, receive the payment from the customer. So this is the flow of information. So the information start from here and end with the the receipt side. So let us see this one example for purchase management. How do we start purchase management in Tally ERP? So when you do this purchase, you first place an order. The order must be placed first. In Tally ERP, first you have to place the purchase order. So once you make the purchase order, then we can go for the next one we called goods received. So when the goods received, material physically received, you can make the entries. Until you should not make the entries this one. So after goods received, the next we go for the invoice received. So you will receive the invoice, so you can account it for the accounting side, and that will use for accounts purpose. And finally you can make for the payments. So for your purchase you must do this payments also. So we can see all of them here. How do we make this purchase order, and how do we make the receipt note, everything in Tally we can see one by one. So example, here I have a company. So how do we make this purchase order? So before we make purchase order, first we have to enable the feature. Go to F11 and you can select the inventory feature. So in inventory feature you enable this purchase order processing, yes. So once you enable it, you can use purchase order voucher in your company. Let us go inventory voucher, and you press Alt F4